BTBLive is made possible by the financial gifts of viewers like you.
Welcome to BTBLive, where we throw down on some tunes and talk to music industry professionals to gain insight into their success and learn from their experience. My guest today is singer-performer Serena Henry. Serena started her career at the early age of 8 years old, singing in musicals and performing in dramatic roles off-Broadway. Serena has worked with headliners like Gladys Knight, Donny and Marie Osmond, Michael Bolton, Debbie Allen, and she currently performs with Motown legend Smokey Robinson. Serena is going to share these experiences and a whole lot more. But first, we are going to pick some boogie. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You know, you sound great on the performance portion of the show.
Thank you very much.
I mean, you threw down.
Thank you.
You put the pot on.
I tried to.
Oh, you did a great job.
Thank you.
And, you know, I was looking over your bio, and it reads like someone that has been in the entertainment business that is twice your age.
I've heard that before.
You heard it before?
Yeah.
And I see that you actually began your career when you were 8 years old.
Yes.
Performing off-Broadway.
Yes.
In musicals.
Yes.
And dramatic roles.
Yes.
Tell us about that. How'd you get into that?
I guess that I feel like that portion of my life was so long ago, but very important because that was my introduction into the business. I knew nothing about entertainment before I got into it. I always had a love and passion for music, but acting is how I got into the business. Not a lot of people know that because for the last 20-something years, people have only known Serena as a singer. But I started in off-Broadway musicals, had a lot of acting roles in voiceover work and extras and in the theater. Basically how I got my start, I had a music teacher. Her name is Celeste Shaw, and I have to give a shout out to her.
Okay.
Hi, Celeste.
Yeah.
Because she's someone who still follows my career to this day. She was my music teacher in elementary school, gave me a flyer for this play that was happening about maybe 30 minutes from where I used to live in Jersey. And she said, give this flyer to your mom. She said, I think you should audition for this.
Okay.
I didn't know what audition meant or what she was talking about, but it sounded like fun. I wanted to go.
Right.
We went, I auditioned, I
Right.
got the job,
Right.
and never looked back.
Can you think of any experiences that you took away from that experience that you actually even use today?
Yes. One, how to be an on-time person.
Okay. And you are?
Thank you. I'm like a,
And I appreciate that too.
Thank you. I'm a stickler for time. I always kind of follow the motto: if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. If you're late, don't bother showing up. So
that sounds like Broadway.
I have kind of lived by that. It just taught me really great work ethic.
Yes.
You know, even as a child, I was thrusted into this adult world, you know, where you had to be on time and you had to really show up. And when I mean show up, just always be on.
Yes.
You know, stay on your A game. And
Professionalism.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that I live by to this day. You know, as a person in her early 30s, I really, really live by that. I always show up, even when I don't feel like it emotionally or physically. I'm always on.
I know you worked with Donny and Marie Osmond at the MGM Grand.
I did for a short period of time, but that was really, really fun.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah. So how did you get that gig? Do you have an agent, or is it like most folks that are in business, word of mouth?
Word of mouth, and you know, I feel like when you get to a certain stage of your career, well, let me preface this by saying I am not opposed to ever auditioning for something. You know, I kind of like to showcase my talent and give people an opportunity to see me live.
Sure.
But I've also gotten to a point in my career where most of my jobs have just been based on referrals. You know, somebody has worked with me, somebody knows me, and that's kind of rewarding too. You know, when you've paid enough dues and you've really, you know, done well in your career, that people, you know, kind of have you on their radar always. You know, like, okay, if you need a singer, call such and such. And I'm just really blessed and happy to be a person that's on people's radar, you know. So that's pretty much how I got that gig.
Right.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty much how most professionals do get the gigs. You know, when you think about it.
Yeah.
But on the way, you paid your dues and paid attention.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I always make it a point to be remembered.
Yeah. So, I mean, your bio and what you've accomplished goes on and on. I see you performed at the Forever Doo-Wop and Forever Motor City shows at the Riviera.
I did for almost a year, which was really fun too.
You're busy, I tell you.
Yeah, I'm tired.
It is really amazing. You worked with Michael Bolton.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
And 5 years. Speaking of Gladys, for 5 years you appeared as a special guest vocalist with Gladys.
Yes.
That in itself is like, I mean, she tapped you and said, hey, I want you.
Yeah.
You know, that's an honor.
Oh my God, it's one of those once in a lifetime opportunities.
It is.
Where you almost question, and then, you know, being a person of faith, you don't want to question God opening up opportunities for you, but you almost stop and say, well, why me?
You know, yes.
You know, but why not me?
Yeah, well, why not? That's right.
Why not me?
Yeah. You did the NBC show, television show, Fame.
I did.
With Debbie Allen.
I did.
And you've done your own shows.
I have.
Headlined in many venues on the Strip.
I have.
Including the Blue Note Jazz Club.
Yes, when it was here.
Which is renowned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sad that that's no longer in existence here, but what a wonderful moment and opportunity for me to kind of showcase who I am
Yeah.
as a singer. You know,
Right.
I'm not just a background singer, and I'm grateful for those opportunities to, you know, be a part of shows such as Gladys Knight and Smokey Robinson and Donny and Marie.
Right.
But I'm also a headline singer, you know, and when I get
Yes,
to do
of
my
course.
show, I really get to be me. Like there's no
Absolutely.
inhibitions, and I'm just very, very free on stage. And you know, if you've seen me perform, which you have,
Sure.
you know, I just let loose.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the shackles are off, and
Yes.
and I just go.
Yes, yes. I mean, you know, you wear, like you say, you wear a lot of different hats.
Yeah.
And you wear them well.
Thank you.
But there's nothing like having your own show.
Yeah.
Doing your own thing.
Absolutely.
You know, it's all in the mix.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful thing.
it is.
Yeah. So, of course, I was going to mention that you're presently working with Smokey.
The smokester.
That's right. You know, and of course, I think everybody knows that I've been working with Smokey for a while.
Oh, just like 2 years more than me.
Yeah, right. Sure. But yeah, you know, it's always a pleasure working with you on the stage. And like you
Likewise.
said, you always show up on time and you do your job.
Yeah.
Well, Serena, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And I think our viewers, I think they learned a lot from you.
Thank you. I hope so. I
Okay.
hope so.
All right.
Thank you.
episode's internet question comes from Tony. And Tony asks, Boogie, when and how did you get your big break? Well, Tony, I'd have to say that the most important and life-changing experience for me came when I was attending Berklee College of Music in Boston back in the late 60s. I was working with a local group opening for popular singer Jerry Iceman Butler. When we come off stage, Jerry's drummer asked me if I would fill in for Jerry's guitarist who didn't make the gig. Of course, I said sure, and we briefly ran over Jerry's music. At the end of the show, I was told to go to Jerry's hotel room where he would pay me. As Jerry was handing me a check for $50, which was good money back in those days, he said, "How would you like to be my guitar player and go on the road?" Well, I said no. I know that sounds crazy, but I wanted to finish my schooling. Well, a few months later, Jerry sent me a card, and he said, "Are you ready to go to work?" Well, at that time, I was. So I accepted his offer, and by accepting his offer, it took me out of the nightclubs of Boston, and in time, through a series of related events, has brought me to where I am today, and made my dream of making music my life's work a reality. Now you can read about this story and other experiences and tips for success in my memoirs, Behind the Boogie. And friends, keep in mind that BTBLive is being sponsored by folks just like you. And if you feel like you've been entertained or you've learned something, go to our website, contact us, send us a note of encouragement. And while you're there, if you feel so, click on the donation button and send us a gift so we can continue to bring you episodes like this one. So until the next time, keep on keeping on, and God bless.